The latest report of the Secretary General on the progress of the implementation of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement and the UN mission in Sudan is out. It is scheduled to be discussed by the Security Council tomorrow. The Secretary General notes that while some progress has been made on the implementation of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, important benchmarks have not been reached, most notably elections and the referenda. He also notes that the apparent targeting of unarmed civilians during the series of tribal attacks and counterattacks this year is of grave concern, as are the reports of widespread proliferation of arms in southern Sudan. He calls upon the government of southern Sudan to strengthen its efforts to end recurring violence and to bring those responsible to justice. And despite the significant progress in disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration, the United Nations faces a significant funding shortfall for the reintegration of the first caseload of 64,000 participants, he says. The Secretary General concludes by saying that the coming 18 months will pose enormous challenges for the people of the Sudan. How those challenges are met will largely determine the future of the country. But this moment is also an opportunity for the democratic transformation of the Sudan. If the parties are able to overcome the obstacles, the people of the Sudan can take a critical step towards the realization of political equality, economic development, and human rights. Still on Sudan, on the humanitarian front, the UNICEF representative in Sudan says that more than ever, Sudan needs peace. Nils Kastberg told reporters in Khartoum that most of the violence around the world, most of the wars, and most of the misuse of state budgets is caused by men and not by women. Kastberg appeals to all Sudanese men to assume a greater responsibility of understanding how their action causes harm to women and children.